like to go north right now and proceed with Mrs. Widén. We heard already she's from Finland, from an autonomous province there, region there. And I liked to ask you, Mrs. Widén, how do local, national, and international regulations and policy impact energy communities? And what strategies can you use as a region to navigate regulatory challenges?
Thank you so much for the question. I'll try to answer it from our perspective. I shared a couple of links in the group chat so that you can open, which should be in English, about our wind projects here, because I think that is, with a limited time, that's what I will focus on. We have an interesting project going on, and we are looking for solutions to get a buy-in locally for these huge projects. And I think that would be of interest for the discussions. So Åland Island is a region, autonomous region between Sweden and Finland. And it is of interest also from a NATO perspective, as Finland and Sweden recently joined NATO, but Åland Island is demilitarized. And that means that there's no military presence on Åland Islands. And Russia has its eyes on Åland Islands as well as the Gotland Islands outside Sweden. And therefore, building sustainable energy resources in the format of windmills has been a delicate issue here. Even though we have one of the most best wind, what's it called? Well, you gave me the word. The best, it's a good region. Wind conditions. Thank you. One of the best wind conditions here for building wind energy mills. The other thing that we have is that we are situated between the most best populated areas in Sweden and in Finland. Southern Finland and central Sweden are far away from the energy production of northern Sweden and northern Finland. Originally, we thought in Sweden and Finland that the energy production in the north would be easy to transport to more southern regions. But it turned out that all the industries moved up north in Sweden and Finland, so they are using up all the energy there. So these regions need energy badly. We have commercial actors which are very interested in establishing windmills here in Åland Islands. We have companies which are willing to build 19.5 tera kilowatt hour producing energy here on the northern part of Åland only. So it's 340 turbines, which are 420 meters high. It would be the biggest energy production, sustainable energy production in all of the Baltic area. Mm-hmm. The thing is that there's only 31,000 people on Åland Islands. So the decision is done locally. We have our own lagtinget, which is allowed to make our own decisions on this. So Finland has no say in it. But of course, we're part of the European Union, so we follow the European Union's general rules. We have another interesting element in this, which I thought would be interesting for the discussions, which is that we have 16 municipalities. 16 very independent municipalities in the Åland regions. And the ones which are up north are very small. They can have only 500 to 2,000 inhabitants. And these small municipalities have a say legally on whether these wind turbines will be built on their land area or not. At the same time, they have a right to collect a tax from these wind turbines for up to 40 years in time. Mm-hmm. And so we have sort of an income possibility for the Åland as a region, but also for these municipalities. And we have a big debate or discussion about how we are going to build sustainability, also economical sustainability, social sustainability, with a situation where small regions, small municipalities will get a huge amount of money, probably, if they agree to building these areas. There is also coming up a situation of competition between these municipalities, because some of them will probably say yes, and our others will maybe say no. But the wind turbines, which will be built in the water area north of Åland Islands, is going to be, it's quite far away. It's as far away as possible, but still on Åland waters. They will be visible, but not very much so from the shore. We've been looking at to just get buy-in locally. We've been looking at different models that regions around the world use for this. And we've been looking at the Alaska model. I don't know if you're familiar with the Alaska model, where there's an oil a fund which the Alaskans got, and people are owners of this fund and get yearly an income. Every Alaskan citizen gets a yearly income. You can call it a citizen salary from these funds. And that's one model we've been looking at, which would be a way of dealing with this. We're also talking about a dividend. You could say that this money would be invested, and then you would have a dividend for all the Åland Islanders. At the same time, of course, as in all regions, the green transition is expensive, and everybody needs money right now for the green transition. So there will be, of course, a discussion about whether this money from, we call it wind money, this wind money would be used to the green transition, or should it be a money which would be put in funds of which the dividend then would be used, you could say, for a long future on the Åland Islands. Shortly, in addition, we're planning to make hydrogen gas from this wind energy to save it up, and that will make the Åland Islands probably a port for green traffic in the future. So there's a lot of business opportunities here for the Åland Islands. We can really become a very interesting forefront area. And the Åland Islanders are known for their sort of attitude of commerce and an interest in new business opportunities. The decisions about this are done on, of course, on a municipality level, on the state level, and then on a local level. And the decisions are going to have to be done in this year or the next year. So this is something that's really strongly on everybody's table. And I represent all of as a politician, I work it from that end. Then I'm, of course, part of one of these municipalities, which is this is about, and then, of course, the environmental organizations locally. So that's sort of what I wanted to share with you as a case to discuss.
Super. Thank you very much. And it seems that money is a big motivator and remedy. I see that Tara has her hand up. Maybe we can reserve the discussion, and may I ask you your questions before?
Oh, it's just really a question to understand it better. I just wanted to know, you said there's this generic income. How high is it?
Okay.
So the generic income, this is all just plans. We don't know, because the deals are, of course, not made. It's a discussion with those companies. But for the moment, it looks that all the Åland Island citizens would get 2,000 euros per person per year for from the water, for the income of renting the water area. But in the municipalities, it would be a question of millions. I think it's like 16 millions a year per municipality, and then you divide it on 500 people.